Hi folks, and welcome back to Conan Exiles. This is episode 22 of the Beginner's Guide 2023, and in the previous episode we were levelling up our sorcery spellbook so that we could get to the point where we could make the elixirs of rebirth for our fighter friends that we have to reroll their stats. And while we were levelling up, we came to a point where we learned the spell Raise the Dead, which is under sorcery, this one, Raise Dead, that allows us to take various people from around the map and turn them into our zombies using this shallow grave. And I kind of discussed it, and I thought, oh, that'll do for a good extra episode. And then while we were doing it, it came into my mind that with the new meta of the Cannibal Brute and Thugra being so strong now, it was like, I wonder how they'll come out as zombies. So this is going to be a bit of a for science episode where we're going to cover how to make zombies, and we're going to look at zombies, but we'll also go to test out some Cannibal Brutes, some Thugras, and then our kind of old meta, which was kind of like Cimmerian Berserker kind of guys. So first of all, I need a place to put them, so I've built a little extension. We talked about before, right when they start with building this base, the whole base was lined up, so it lined up with the top level up here, so that I could build an extension. So I've built my first extension, which is just that building there. And if we take a look in it, this is going to be like our sorcery room. So we'll move all our sorcery stuff to here. So at the moment, all I've got is our circle of power that we can do a couple of things in. And I've put some arcane banners up. I'll have to do some more decoration. I've taken Luba up there because a lot of the things we do here causes corruption for us. So Luba's got to be up here so that she can cleanse the corruption for us. Right, the first thing we need to do is we need to make a shallow grave. So in this chest here, handily placed, I've got the materials required. So if we go to crafting stations and then go to sorcery, we have shallow grave here. So each one needs 300 stone and 50 compost. So take that. I think, which end is the, I think that is the kind of head area. Let's place one there and let's place another one over here so we can do two. Right, there we go. Right, the next thing is we need, oh, that's squint, but never mind, we'll fix that later. We need somebody to put in here. So you can do one of two things. You can knock someone out and tame them on the wheel, and then while they're still in your inventory, let me just quickly run down because I've got somebody in the wheel downstairs. There's the steps all the way down at the bottom. So we've got a super early level Exile 1 from Noob River that I've put in there. Is tamed. And we have them in our inventory ready to like put on our hotbar and place in the world. But before we do that, we're going to place them in here. We only have one spell, which is Raise the Dead, and we go craft. We'll do a little incantation. Get a little bit of corruption, and there he goes. He's coming out of the ground. Proper Day of the Dead stuff that. Actually filming this on Halloween itself, so that actually works out quite nicely. Right, there we go. So he doesn't have a lot, as you can see he's level 20 straight away. He's got 838, but I am running the 20 point authority in well trained, so that means he does have an additional 20 points in all stats. So he'll have 20 plus being level 20 is already got all three perks. So, well, that's a reduction in grit, increase in agility, so that one's rubbish. Increase in vitality and increase in agility, which kind of a little bit balances that out. And then he's got 10 in grit, so he'll have more armor than normal. So if I take him outside, come on, and for now we're just going to stand him guard there. So if he stops following us, he'll have his actual HP, which is 485. So because there's a level 1, he's kind of the lowest level fighter, a fighter 1 right from New River, the lowest level you can get, and even at level 20 he's only got 485. So not great, but it's an idea. So that's one thing. You can knock someone out, tame him in the wheel, and then transport them here. Or, if we just run over here, let's give me a truncheon. You don't have to actually tame them up. Even if they're just unconscious, you can put them in the wheel. Of course, our Sepamaru hasn't spawned in, so let's run away from Sepamaru. If we just kind of run over here so we get out of render range. I think that should do it. And then when we run back, hopefully they'll spawn in. Is there anybody there? Yes, they're there. Cool. Right. So we've got a bunch of people. Now, let me just get my truncheon up. We'll get this guy. It has to be fightable thralls. So archers. I don't really want an archer. I want a fighter. Archers, fighters, dancers. Who else can form? Those kind of guys. People that you can place in the world, have them follow you. That's a fighter 1 Cimmerian. Yeah, you'll do. Right, so let's just knock you out. Let's knock you out as well to stop you fighting. There we go. Are you coming as well? Come on then. We won't be able to do anything with you because you're an armourer. So if I then get my bindings, we'll grab the fighter 1, I suppose. This is a higher level. This is a Relic Hunter Fighter 1, so it's a higher level than the base one, so we'll see what difference that makes. If we run over here, so we don't, like I say, you don't have to actually tame them on the wheel. You can just take them unconscious and put them straight into the grave at that point in time. In the door. Into the grave. Raise the dead. Craft. Casting our spell. Gain some corruption, but Luba's straight away losing the corruption again. Alright, here he comes. So he's got... Whoa, with the 20 points bonus, plus whatever bonuses he's got, let me check what he's got. He got, plus 15 in vitality, plus, oh wow, plus 8 in vitality but minus 5 strength, and a plus 1, so he's got 44 in vitality when he's following me, which has given him 10,790 HP. Let's take him outside. Let's name him Relic Hunter Hunter 1. So we know which one's which. Then we'll name you Exile 1. There we go. Right, so he only got 485. This guy, who's kind of like a mid-tier guy from there, so he's not even like a fighter 3, but because he's got a lot more HP, and he lucked out on the perks as well. So even without following me, he's got 7,500 HP right from the start. Obviously that won't level, they're level 20, they won't get any higher, but that's still pretty good, and we can hopefully buff them as well. Okay, so that's the idea. You get somebody either completely knocked out and tamed, place them in the thing, what's it called, shallow grave, or you just knock someone out and put them unconscious in the shallow grave, and you can raise them up as a zombie. Now we need to go and get ourselves some higher level guys to see what they are going to come out as. So first of all, we're going to go down and we're going to get ourselves some Thugras, and we're going to get some Cannibal brutes, and then I'll get a bunch of Cimmerian Berserkers as well, and then we'll test all them out. So I'm going to get the items that I need to craft a little wheel. I'm going to then head down to the desert down below, and I'll bring you back once we're outside Thugra's base and ready to start taming. Okay, see you soon. Okay, we have arrived. So that little camp you can see just behind us, up on top of the ridge, that's where Thugra hangs out. We look at that on the map, it's kind of, so we're here, it's kind of here, up that ramp, the camp, so that's B6 the camp is in, and Thugra's just on the edge of it over here, so you can fight the various people in the camp and clear them out without pulling Thugra. He's all on his own over here, and then when you're ready you can then go and take on the named thrall that is Thugra. So what we'll do, you can see that's Raiders Ridge there, Heart's Blood Rise there, we've got the what's that, the summoning place is just in front of us, and the sinkhole is just over there. So just over there, let me see if we can, you can just see the purple smoke of the sinkhole obelisk over there. So the sinkhole is just over that hill, and the summoning place is just behind there, so you go around there to the left, it's over there. So that gives you an idea where we are. That's the camp there, what's that, Raiders Ridge? Yeah. Just a little camp, but this is Thugra's one over here. Let's give us a, we'll just use the steel truncheon, that'll be fine. These are pretty low level, I think they're possibly even, they're maybe Defari, they're maybe not quite Exiles, but they're pretty simple to take out. What are they? Yes, it's Defari, so it's a one step up from the Exiles, down the New River. There's a bunch there, there's a person, an archer over there. Right, you come after me. Okay. She's going off to that one. You stuck. Thugra's stand, there we go. And we've got a carpenter and a sorcerer. There we go. You got anything exciting on him? Not really. Are you still... Seriously? You're not taking that? Okay. Right. So that's all the mobs. There is a couple of chests and stuff like that around here. But just over there you can see him standing looking over the lands. So let's switch to that. We'll just leave you, but we'll set you on attack nothing because we don't want you to kill her. You could give her a truncheon and get her to go at it too, but there we go. Named. It's only got 165 HP. Are you coming?
Who are you, Shadow?
Who are you, Shadow? Right, come on then. Take a swing, and then I'll take a swing at you. You can see, and with just a steel truncheon. Alright, do your combo. Oh, nearly 3 combos to get it down. There we go, and 1 hit. So, pretty easy. It does hit hard, so if you're super low level, you just have to be careful. A shield is very much helpful. Just time your hits in between. You can take him down with a normal truncheon, of course. So at level 10, you could get yourself a Thugra. But we're going to get ourselves a Thugra, but we're going to use it for zombie purposes. We're going to run over here, I'm going to stick him in the wheel, I'm going to get him tamed up, and once he's tamed up we're going to head over to the summoning place and go and see if we can find a cannibal brute in there. So I'll bring you back when we're ready to go in there. See you in a bit. Right, welcome back. So this is the summoning place. It's very well shown on the map right here. So it's kind of in the line between GH and 5. So you can see the entrance, and then as you go in there, you're into H. That's the camp up at the back. This is the summoning place, this bit down here. So you can see just over there, there's Raiders Ridge, and then just over in the background is Thugra's stand, just behind it, so you can practically see it from here. Right, so this place, again, it's low-level guys. Go and take off, get that thing out of the way. But the problem with this can be that there can be quite a lot of them, so you just have to be a little bit careful that you don't get overwhelmed. They have reduced the numbers of them recently, so if you're coming in here at low level, it's not quite as bad. Really do with my bow here, just for pooling purposes. What have we got? We've got hardened steel arrows. Almost killed it with 1 hit. Used to be a guy hiding in that bushes. He's not there anymore. Right, and as you get in, you can see that it starts to get dark. This is a weird effect. Alright, come on then. Safari Fighter 3. We'll go in the front door. There is a book here that gives you the spank emote. I think if you click on this... No, not anymore. I thought that that used to give you the Defari banners, but maybe not anymore. Right. People down. So they were kind of sitting at that camp there. And we'll go up this area. This is the main area for the Yogg religion. So in front of that temple there, you have the possibility to get a Yogg archpriest or even a named priest. Right, go and get that coop there. Just clear this area. And then we want to go up and up into that area up there, up right and right again. So I'm going to set you back to attack nothing unless I tell you to.
A feast.
Alright, so Tanner will take you out. Oh, you go straight past this. Take him out then. There's always a sorcerer here. Goes. Oh, we've pulled you as well. That cook. Oh, and another cook. Where did you come from? Oops, I've knocked her out by mistake. Oh well. Right, so what we want to do is go up to this area up here. And hopefully that big person with the hammer behind us should be a brute. And it is. Let's just knock them both out. Oh, she hit me twice. Look at that damage. Where did she go? She's down here. Oh, got my shield up. Right, let's get her knocked out. Again, lots and lots of damage from this one, so you have to be careful, but still possible to get at really low levels. Right, so that is one spot. I think if you go up and to the left, there sometimes can be one up at the same place on the other side. And then the other location is down here on the steps, the bottom of the steps leading into the Dreg. So we've been to the Dreg's dungeon several times. And the bottom there, it's not 100%, but that's the other spawn point. And to be fair, it's a pretty high spawn point. Right, let's get our bindings. Get her bound up. And let's go. So I'll take her, I'm going to get her tamed up on the wheel, and then I'll just go back and forth between Thugra and here and get I think I'll get 3 of each, because you can have 3 zombies following you at any one time, so we may as well get 3 of each. And then I'll go and get some Berserkers, and I'll meet you back at base. Okay, see you soon. Right. Welcome back. We are back at base. We've done a bit of farming and we've got a couple of people in a box. So I've got 3 Thugras, I've got 3 Cannibal Brutes, and I've got 3 Cimmerian Berserkers. I actually got 4 Thugras and 4 Cannibal Brutes, but I want to keep these and have them as humans. I haven't actually tested out a Thugra yet. I would like another Cannibal Brute and a Thugra to test with. So you can go back and forth, because the respawn on the single player, when you go to Thugra, the Cannibal Brute will have respawned and vice versa, so you can get nicely between the two. So what we're going to do is we're going to try with Thugras first. So we're going to grab the 3 of them. That makes this really heavy. And we'll stick them in the grave. And we'll put all 3 in the grave we can. So you can actually stack them in here. Obviously a tamed human doesn't have a spoil timer, so you can just have them in here and ready for when you're ready for a zombie. That's quite cool. So, let's see what we get with a Thugra. Here he comes. Ritual's in progress, so we can't go until he's finished his animation. Is he finished now? Let's make the second one. Oh, can't see his details. Right, let's do all 3 and then we'll check out their stats. exactly the same. No, he's actually got... Looks like he's got different rotten marking. And this one's got like a bandage on his arm, and that one doesn't. There are actually different models. Right, let's get number 3. Yeah, so that one's missing the flesh on his lower back completely. Oh no, so is he. Right, so it looks like these two are the same model, and that's a second one. Right, so that one's got 4,174. That's got 3,204, and that one's got 2,816. Okay, so quite a bit of variety. Let me rename this one to Thugra 1. And this one will be Thugra 2. And this one will be Thugra 3. Okay, let's pull them outside. Remember, they've all got their plus 20. So, I haven't got the ability to do extra followers. Are they coming? Here's they come. I can only do, let me just show you, attributes. I'm on authority, I'm on well trained, which means by default you can only have one follower. But one follower means 3 zombies. Are you coming? Come on. Over here. You can move. Let's get outside. Doors are obviously a bit too much for them. 1, 2... Come on. Let's see if we can do the stop. Stop. Make them appear. Nope. Let's see if I can actually just get him to come out the door by placing him. Oh no, he's come out. He's come out eventually. There we go. Right, Thugra 2, stand guard. Oh, you're female, that's why. So Thugra's turn. Oh! Interesting. And it changed back to a male. So this one's a male. Stand guard. It changes to a female model, and then you place him, it goes back. Okay. That's an interesting feature. And 3. Right, so they're not following me now, so they don't have the buff. So 1,911, 2,881. And 1,523, so vastly different stats, and that's all based on their perks. Oh, I guess maybe their levelling up chance might affect it as well, right enough. So vitality and strength, +3 of strength, +10 in grit. How much armour does he have? 48, not a lot. When these first came out in the Age of Sorcery, you used to be able to put weapons at the armour slots, so you could put armour on them. They would still look the same, but they would get the armour bonus. So you could stick them in Cimmerian steel or whatever armour and get massive armour bonuses, and you could give them weapons as well and they would use them, but that's gone now. They're just themselves. You have got Assassin, which is +3 strength, +3 agility, -5 agility, +8 grit, +15 vitality. That's why you've got so high vitality. So they're not that great. So nothing spectacular in that one at all, which is why he's the lowest of them all. Okay, right. Let's do the Cannibal Brutes and see what we get from them. It's a shame I can't do all 3 of them at the same time, but I get stuck in the animation. Okay, that's one. Two. And that's three. Okay, so let's rename these. Brute 1. Brute 2. And Brute 3. Right, so that's 2,557, that one's 2,750, and that one's 4,562. So you must have got super good vitality. Yeah, plus 15 vitality, plus another 3 there. And then a plus 3 of strength, a minus 3 of strength, a plus 5. So lots of vitality and a little bit of agility. But yeah, so let's take them outside. So that's kind of a thing with the brutes, is that they didn't have huge amount of health. Let's put you standing guard over here. You standing guard over there. And you standing guard there. Now, so again, how much health does you have? So you've only got 2,139 at level 20. So okay, so these two are less than that. You are a lot more because you got better perks. We'll have to test the elixir of rebirth on them as well. Okay, let's try the last batch, which is the Cimmerian Berserkers. So I'll just put them in and I'll cut to when they're done. Okay, there we go. Right, so 7,718 on that one. That's actually less than I was expecting. I seem to remember they were higher than that before. Here we go, 15,090 on that one. And 10,600. Okay, so the 10,000 mark is what I was expecting from the previous Age of Sorcery. So this one must have some really rubbish perks, or the other ones have got really good ones. Minus 5, so plus 3, okay, so they're all still on 18. It's interesting. So it's less than normal, but so these ones must have really good perks then. Plus 3, plus 3, plus 15. That's why that one's so super high. And plus 5. Oh no, that's grit, sorry. So minus 5, plus 3. Where did it get? Oh, 18. Okay, so it's actually lower. Ah, that's weird. So maybe it is the numbers. These numbers maybe do make a percent chance for it. They must roll for each level to get up to 20. So quite a big difference there. But, okay, let's get them out. Of course it's dark. Out we come. Right, 1. Let's put them down without their bonuses. For my plus 20 buff. There we go. Right, so 3,250. That's still got 10,600. That the one that went up to 15? That's got 10,000 without the buff. Wow. And that's 6,000. So that's probably higher than my corresponding live Berserkers down there. But I guess the issue is these guys don't have the armour or the weapon damage of the other ones. Right, the next thing we need to test is whether these brutes, not that, but we've seen what happened with Thugra. They have meant to have a less weapon damage, but high, but still less than these guys. So I want to test these guys out. So we're going to grab them. So because they're level 20, we no longer need to worry about food for leveling. They're all the way up. So we just want to go for the highest healing food that we get. And this is in order. So this is the lowest. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th and 10th. So the best healing they get is Heart of a Heroes. They are limited to get and they only last 40 minutes each, so they're not really a viable option for food. But the second best healing food for them is Feral Flesh. And Feral Flesh is extremely easy to get. That used to be Brimstone. On my previous playthrough in Age of Sorcery, the number 9 slot was Brimstone. And I used to heal him up for a lot. So they've changed that to Feral Flesh. But just over there is a whole bunch of scorpions that I harvested on my way back home. And I got a bunch of Feral Flesh. So let's give them a stack of Feral Flesh each. And let's just go take something on. Just let's see a damage number. Get that. 544. That's pretty good. Let's go down. Let's take on a shellback just to confirm. Kill that. Go on, hit it. 326, 350. So they must have a little bit more armour. Let's go for another shellback just to... Is that a corrupted one? No, it's not. Right, take on that one. Thought I saw a glistening eye, but it's not. Yeah, 326 is their sort of standard damage. So again, that's not as high as an actual Cannibal Brute with an actual weapon. And obviously they also don't have the armour for it either. Let's jump up back here and try the same with the Berserkers. Oh, should have got some water while I was down there, but never mind. Right, get you up. Right, let's just get these following me and the other ones will stop. Follow, follow. Scouting. Follow. Right, who is following? You stop following. Get them. 350. Right, let's go. Let's go get a shield back. Also need some water as well.
1,700.
Grab a drink. You're all dead. Let's see what they do here. Missed them all together. Oh, 238. Let's see. And 222. Okay. So they don't do quite as much damage. The brutes do more damage. But I would say it's better to have a brute as a brute than as a zombie. Right. One more thing to test is buffs on them. Food and potion buffs. So if we go up, no, I went too high. If we come downstairs and go through here and go out this way. In the case here, I've got some. Right, what I didn't try is let's give you normal food and go that. 13 points of healing every second from that feral flesh, and they've got a normal 10%, just by having food, they've got the normal 10% increased damage. So let's give them some cooked pork rinds, use, and see if there's any buffs there. No. It does make them sated. Oh, where are you going? Oh. There's a Kodo at the door. Who was I working with? Was it you? No. Was it you? Yeah. Right. Come over here. Right, so that cooked pork rind didn't give them any extra buff at all, like it would normally do. Okay, let's give them salted pork, which should also give them 15% strength damage. Eat it. Is it not going to eat it at all? Oh, I wonder because it's already eating. Use. Oh, there we go. So that give them strength weapon damage of 15%. So that did work, the food buff. So they've got the normal 10%, they've got an extra strength weapon damage of 15% from the salted pork. And then finally, let's use Grey Lotus Potion. Use. And that give them an extra 15% as well from the potion. So 15 from the salted pork, 15 from the Grey Potion, the Grey Lotus Potion. And they've also got 10% from the normal food as well. So let's stop you following, and stop you following, and just take you with all your buffs out. Here, hit that. Show me some numbers. Oh, they all went after them. They were too close. Let me. Where can I go? Is this going to be far enough? Right, go for that. 440, so up from like 220, so that's pretty much double their damage. So, it's still not as good as an actor. I would still rather have my Berserkers as actual Berserkers with full armour, because this one has still only got 90 armour, even with my plus 20 bonus to their grit. So that's their armour is practically non-existent. So bit of a waste, but good fun, interesting to have. Although they are really noisy, as you can hear. You hear that? You're having that following you all the time. They're pretty noisy, but I'll probably just keep these around the base, just as because these things I've got to be wandering about here all the time, so they can just be attacking them and having free sources of food just lying about outside my door all the time. Okay, that is the science episode for zombies. How to get them, how to craft them, and what the difference is. You can see vast differences between taking exactly the same thrall and put them in because of their. It looks like their leveling bonus all affects their top plus 20 level, and then also the. Oh, that's something else we need to check. 1 second. Let's. Have you got decent stats? No, you don't have that great stats. So let's go and see if a elixir of rebirth works on you. Have I got any in here? In here? There's one. Right. Come over here. You have Baron's Traveller, Strong Arms and Angry Drunk. So we put that on you and go use. And then we look at you again. Highly strung, nearsighted and iron physique. So it did work. They're pretty rubbish. And then the plus 10 is really good. The plus 8 grit is really good. But the minus 3 grit and the bonus to agility is not what we want. We want strength. Oh, and it's also negated by that as well. So yeah, same thing with the normal thralls. You can re-roll their perks with that elixir and keep going until you get the best ones possible. But I would still prefer to have, instead of that berserker there, I would start to have one of these berserkers. What are they sitting at? Okay, they're much lower health, but then they've got over 1,000 armor, and they've got a weapon that you can give them extra damage with as well. So there we go. That is zombies. We've looked at them. We've quite good fun, but yeah, I don't think they're the answer for your defense and attack needs, but good to have around the base anyway. Okay, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye now.